Hey, it's Chris from the Dating Doc. So it has been a minute since I've done what I call Dating Doc Raw. And that's just me going off the cuff, just saying it how it is, right? Not the gentlemanly approach, keeping things all nice and PC. All right. The Dating Doc Raw is just me going in. And I want to bring it back a little bit, but it's also relevant. The manosphere has become a complete joke. And it, in some ways, has continued to be a joke. And first off, click like and subscribe. Appreciate any support. I'm not a big YouTube content creator, but any support goes a long way. That shows me that you're listening to it. So, look, here's the deal. Let me take you back real quick, a little time machine here. So, when I first really started getting consistent on this channel, it was back around 2017, 2018. Now, at that time, I got to give credit to Offie Kingdom. He's a content creator who's been doing this for a while, definitely holding it down for West Coast content creators in the space. Put me on a lot of panels. I got to meet at that time Myron when he was doing Unplugged Fitness, Fresh Prince CEO. That time we had Alpha Villains was just coming up. I mean, I could go on and on. And there was a few particular characters that I was already kind of laughing about. I really was. I was like, "Come on now, what is going on here?" And I'm gonna go in on the first one, which is modern life dating. Now, modern life dating, I remember distinctly the first impression I had of this guy. He was laying on his bed, shirtless, petting his dog, right? And I said, who is this dude, right? Um, he wasn't coming off with any of that raw alpha male stuff that most of these guys try to imitate, right? They try to fake the funk on. Just some guy laying on the bed petting his dog, right? And semi chubby. And these are facts. This is not me just talking stuff. These are facts. Okay. Even Ray Charles can see how chubby he is or was. And I was like, man, who is this cat? Right? I go on his webpage, come find out he's selling some sort of grifter course. I believe at that time it was about $700-800, right? Talk to all the stuff about how I'm gonna make you a better alpha and pick up girls, the same old grift, same old stuff. Come fast forward, I happen to be online checking out some stuff, and I see the same guy. He's got a little bit more hair now, and same dude. I remember his face, John Hogwood, I believe that's his real name. And he gets punked out by, I believe, an Angela Knight, who's a female content creator. Similar content in the space, not similar content to modern life dating, but similar content in regards to common sense and defending men and modern dating dynamics. But this guy got punked out. Okay, the same dude, same. I think he even had a do rag that night. I saw him shirtless petting his dog. Fast forward, he got hair. He got punked out because in another segment, in earlier content, he talked about how he wouldn't date fat chicks. Right? He basically mentioned that. And then Angela Knight was like, "Hey, come on now, right? Stones at a glass house kind of deal." And he didn't have any argument, so he walked off stage. This was on Valuetainment. You can just look up Angela Knight or look up Modern Life Dating Embarrassed or Modern Life Dating Exposed. But it takes me back to the 2018 times when I was like, "Who is this joke?" And then fast forward, you come find out he is a joke. Now, another name out there, Myron. I do have to give my respect. He has been very consistent, him and Fresh, in pumping out content. I give respect for the effort. Now, their approach, I think there's still cornballs that are trying to make it. They're trying to be, the authority on all this. They make a lot of great points. Okay, primarily Myron. Okay, aka Amru. I know that that's his real name. And this is someone who was a former DHS agent. who is turned a content creator. Right before that, he did personal training. Went to a yuppie school. He got some nice little photos of him being real close with his team. But I looked at this guy back then as well, and I said, okay, okay, cool. Who is this cat? Now, me and him did get into something. I had to check him, and I'm gonna find the clip. I'm gonna make sure this makes it on the YouTube. It is on Offie Kingdom's channel, so I have to literally go through a whole bunch of his old panel videos that were sometimes 2 hours long, and have to find the specific clip where I had to check Myron. Why? He was drunk on that panel, and he was going around talking a lot of shit. Frankly, a lot of shit to a whole bunch of the people that were on the panel, and I basically had to, from far away, smack him in the head and say, "Look, shut the fuck up." Okay. And here's the thing: people listening to this, okay, I understand. I don't have a lot of content creators. It is completely easy to side with popularity. I get it. I get there's going to be a bias like, oh, you're just jealous or this or that. I'm completely stoic. I'm completely mentally mute to the drama or who's got followers. I want y'all to realize I'm an Army officer, 18 years. I'm a proud dad and a business owner. My life does not revolve around this. Okay, I repeat, while you're listening to all this, I get it. I'm covering my thoughts on the modern manosphere based on facts. It's a lot bigger. Life is bigger for me. Okay, but going back to this, okay, Myron was on the sauce. He was drunk. He was disrespecting, folks that were just trying to make a point, cutting them off, right? And these were all gentlemen. There was no ladies that were entitled to the 500K a year type of salary. No OF guest that he brings on, right? Again, real recognize real. I distinctly know, I'm not going to say his name because he may be trying to partner up with Fresh and Fit, but I know for a fact a certain content creator in Florida was also sharing in that who is this cornball kind of look with me. Okay. And again, fast forward, I cannot deny their numbers. They're doing great with the podcast. But character wise, Amru, aka Myron, deep down is a cornball. Okay. And what's happening here, you have a lot of impressionable men that have been rejected from dating, have not even dated at all, or they feel scorned by women. They listen to this Jerry Springer trash on YouTube, Rumble, TikTok, take your pick. And while there are a lot of truths, they believe it is the ultimate universal truth. That's why the manosphere is a joke. The manosphere is supposed to be a sphere of men. Many of these men, including the ones I just mentioned, a guy who called out fat chicks in his own words, yet looking real chubby, okay? Looking like a distant cousin of Big Pun, right? All of a sudden gets punked out on a show and he walks off like a coward, okay? And guess what? I can stand on mine. I may not have the subscribers, but again, how many of those guys have experienced leading troops, deploying, being proud fathers, being stewards of society? I could not take any of those people around my military buddies because they would laugh. They're like, okay, cool. You a man because you got a microphone and a camera? You got a YouTube channel? Okay, cool. What else you got going on? Tell me your life story. Oh, you ran off stage because a woman called you out? But again, a lot of impressionable men are going to think, you know what? Man, these guys are so right about woman and female nature. I'm going to believe 100% any single thing that comes out their mouth. I'm going to model their behavior. And now I'm going to talk about one more. Okay. The owner of the plantation herself, just pearly things. Same thing, repeating the narrative. But now, when the pressure is there, pressure bust pipes, gets called out by Ethan Klein. And she dug in and dug her own grave. And I always found it really peculiar. The facts are facts that you had in the manosphere. You had a white female who would hire only black talent to what? To what? To pull in the narrative, to pull in the demographics. But then we come find out she's an avid reader when it comes to slavery. To the point, she borderline was supporting slavery. I'm going to paraphrase, should be almost verbatim what she said to Ethan Klein. She told Ethan Klein in the interview, there was parts of slavery that were embellished and some that were under embellished, some to that effect, right? You don't support it at all. You do not support it, okay? I'm out here in Texas in 110-degree weather. I am not going to be working for free while someone is beating me, and then come 200 something years later, somebody out there is saying, oh, I think parts of it were embellished. If my entire family are shackled and are working for free and getting beat down, losing our mental state, our sanity, our pride, but I got, cute little white girl in the future talking about, well, wasn't that big of a deal. George Washington was a father figure to some of these slaves. To me, that sounds more like you're defending, justifying it, than saying, you know what, that was wrong, that other humans were beat, were imprisoned, and working for free for others. That's wrong, period. You don't even touch that topic, other than the only response should be that was wrong. Which, by the way, I find it funny that a woman with no kids, never been married, I believe she's maybe in her mid-20s, wants to talk about men's issues and marriage and et cetera, et cetera. I just find it kind of funny. Again, as I wrap up this video, I understand I'm a minuscule content creator. I know that. But guess what? Regardless what happens with this video or what happens with my channel, I'm going to sleep well tonight. My biggest point with this video is if you are a young man and you're so convinced, you're so hooked on looking for content that justifies your opinion, your frustrations with women, you're looking for something that just makes you feel better, understand that even though you're going to feel better, that message might be pushed out by someone who realistically, when the cameras are gone, when the YouTube analytics, when the AdSense is gone, they are punks. They're punks and they're hypocrites. And the funniest thing is we have seen that punk behavior and that hypocritical behavior publicly. Imagine what kind of person they are in private. This is Chris with Dating Doc signing out. Click like and subscribe. Peace.